Hey, this is Chris with Collision Hub, and we are at Industry Week in Salt Lake City, Utah. And the gang from SCRS has joined me. Jeff, Aaron, and Aaron. That's kind of Aaron.
That's right.
That sounds like
we get that a lot.
Yeah. So we wanted to talk a little bit about SEMA. We've been getting a lot of questions. It's generating a lot of excitement on the website. And I know that everybody wants an update, and so I wrangled them, brought them in here. Give me an update, guys. What's going on with SEMA? There's a lot of excitement.
Kristen, I'll tell you, first of all, thanks for having us. You know, it's always a blast to do things with Collision Hub and to have these discussions. The momentum with SEMA is just phenomenal right now, with the repair-driven education series that we have there and all the events and activities and things that are available to the collision repairer there at the event. It's, you know, our education is certainly blossoming. I think right along the lines of what we had visioned when we went into this kind of strategic partnership with SEMA.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to watch. You know, it's exciting to see repairers really grabbing a hold. There was just a panel discussion on education in the other room during CIC, which will also be held there at SEMA during the SEMA show. And you know, to tie in some of the comments that were in there and see what I think what we're offering through a lot of the companies who are providing education, it's nice to see that aligns with the industry's viewpoint, and I think it's validated by the growth we've seen in those numbers.
Repair-driven education is huge and growing. I think I look at the list of classes last year compared to the list of classes I've seen this year, and it's amazing, the speakers and the content and what's there. So let's talk a little bit about what's there, what the people that register can expect, some of the classes, some of the excitement that they're going to get over the course of the days.
You know, again, today we've had two panels today between ICAR and CIC that were all about the changing technologies of vehicles and the challenges that repairers face, and you know, we have lots of classes that are relevant training to respond to all those issues that we've discussed today.
Well, the interesting thing is that I don't care what role you play in the shop, there's a reason for you to be at SEMA and be at our education, because we've got something for every level, whether it be technical, whether it be business management, as you stressed. So the shop owner can walk in there and he'll be pleased. His employees, whatever level they're at, they'll be pleased. And it's growing. I mean, it's just, the momentum's unbelievable.
In addition to that, we have this amazing headline presentation, which is going to be Thursday night, with the Afterburner fighter pilots, and Patrick Lips-Houlihan is going to be our speaker for that evening. And you know, the neat thing about that is here's a group that speaks to Fortune 500 companies, that speaks to companies all over the world, and really has made a name for themselves and has been recognized as really high-profile speakers in the business world. And we're able to bring that to the repair community. And what's interesting about it is their whole focus and discussion is about basically the strategic development in the shop and making decisions and implementing decisions and decision processes, you know, based on split-minute needs within the collision repair world and business in general, and in what can sometimes be viewed as a semi-hostile environment, which is what fighter pilots go through, and frankly, it's what our members feel they go through. So there's a lot of relatability there. It's really high energy presentation, and I think people are gonna go nuts over it. And the neat thing is it's so much bigger this year than it was last year. You know, the registration counts are far surpassed where we were year to date last year. They are going to be far surpassed what we had last year.
Keynote is actually after show hours.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to go to this keynote, and then the highlight for us, you know, and I'll be the first, I guess, to bring it up, but we have what's called the Afterburner party. It's very exclusive. It's going to be the party to attend, like in years past and at other functions. There's always been, well, you can't miss this one.
Yeah.
This is going to be the one. It's held in one of the most luxurious suites in the city of Las Vegas.
We have these industry functions, and I know sometimes I wasn't on the list, you know, so you had to be like a very large MSO, or you had to have, you know, several locations, or be an important executive a lot of times to get these tickets. And that's not the case here. So anybody, no matter whether you're a single technician or you're a one-shop owner and you just got 2 stalls and a paint booth, this is going to be a party for you, and it's 16,000 square feet, am I right?
About 15,000 square feet. It's actually, these 3 suites at the top of the Las Vegas Hilton are the 3 largest suites in Las Vegas. They actually reside in the spot where Elvis used to have his apartment when it was the Intercontinental. So, you know, cool Vegas history, cool classic Vegas stylings, and an amazing view at night of the entire Strip.
You guys have done shows for years, and you've been in the industry for years, but I know that you've got to have something about SEMA that's just one thing that's got you personally pumped. Take a little minute to share with us what are your number one thing you're most excited about coming up in November?
The diversification of the show is phenomenal. I think there's a lot of opportunity for us as repairers to expand our business footprint into other complementary areas of working on vehicles, and I think the show serves that very well.
Go ahead.
You know, I think narrowing it down to one, Kristen's a tough one. I think that there's two things. I remember, and I still feel it today, the buzz from last year, the excitement when you walk onto that floor and feel that energy. And that was probably one of the most resounding comments we heard from the attendees who were there. And I think to feel that again is certainly the anticipation, because there's so much neat stuff there. The other thing for me, because I'm going to give you two, is the support from the collision industry for like I said, this vision that we had for our place at SEMA. The industry has been, the show floors booking up like crazy, classes are being registered in like crazy, and we have support from companies like Collision Hub and others who've sponsored RDE and who have had this desire to support the education that's going on, because they see the importance in what we're delivering. And you know, I think for us it's important to recognize them. You know, you have PBES and AASP, who are both associations who have come in and said, hey, we want to support. You have companies like LKQ and 3M and DuPont. You have BASF, and then you have PPG, who came in with the highest level of support for this education, saying we really want to help push this. And PPG is actually a co-host of our evening function that night. You know, and I know they're a supporter of you, and they're a supporter of us as an association. And again, just that continued demonstration from companies like this who say, we want to support collision repairers, and we want to help provide an experience that's going to further their business and further them, and provide them something that's unique and fun and exciting.
For me, it's, and I'm old enough, I may not see the real culmination of all this, but you guys will. I mean, I think it's 10 years, 15 years down the road, this is going to be the place to be. And it's going to take 3 or 4 or 5 years for everybody to get settled into the fact that, okay, it's November, I'm going to be in SEMA. And the more people that see it, the more the word spreads, because you can't walk into SEMA and not go, wow. I mean, I've been to every trade show, and I've been to other trade shows, and inside this industry and out, but you don't walk into SEMA and not go, holy mackerel.
Well, I know that we're going to be there. It sounds like if I want to have a good time, I better get registered early.
You better.
So I can get up there to that suite and meet with lips.
So one thing we missed here, and this is interesting, okay? This is our second year. I have an email right now with a list of 38 people from the country of Australia that are all registering for full RDE registration series passes this week. And I mean, and I got the list, and they're sending it in, and this is from a country that's, 12,000 miles away, and they're coming in herds.
Right. Well, come on, guys, because we can't have the Australians take up the
That's
time
right.
with our fighter pilots
That's right.
in the largest suite in
Exactly right.
Vegas.
I mean, that's 15% of the party right there. So.
And what we're excited about that evening reception, and it should be something to vie to be at. It certainly shouldn't take precedence over the education information that's being gained, because that is just as exciting, just as fun, and you know, if you talk to any of and I encourage anybody out there to certainly talk to people who attended it last year and were at it, talk to them and find out the level of information that they were able to go home and apply to their business, the excitement they had, and the fact that they're going back this year with a plan. They know that they're going to hit classes, and they're going to go through that show floor, and they're going to come back with even more, and that's really the exciting part.
So where should they go to get some information if anybody wants to learn more?
If you go to the website, www.semashow.com /special events, and you'll find the list for the RDE education, as well as all the other things that are going on there as well. ICAR has training sessions going on. There's other groups. So again, www.semashow.com /special events. You can also, to get an easy link to there, you can go to the SCRS website, www.scrs.com. Right at the front and center of our screen is a block that has the information, and it will bring you right to where you need to go to look at the classes and to register. And you know, once you're registered and once you're there, I'd keep an eye on the Collision Hub channel, because Kristen's going to be with us in the booth, and we're going to be doing daily coverage a couple times a day from the SCRS booth, talking to some interesting folks there on the show floor, and it's not going to be something you're going to want to miss.
Yeah, if we can grab you, I mean, I'm just thinking that the shop bringing the 13 employees, boy, I'd really like to talk to them.
Sure.
That'd be a lot of fun. So be sure to check the website out, get all the information that you can. We're going to be there. Come join us in November in Las Vegas. It's going to have education. You're going to get to see some cars. You're going to get to learn new things for your business, not just help you run your existing business, but make it better and maybe add some new revenue chains. But just about anything you can think of that you need is going to be there. So thanks, guys. I know that we've still got a little bit of CIC. We got a little industry week left.
That's right.
And we're going to let you get out of here and keep us posted on anything new.
All right,
Thanks.
Kristen, thank you.
Thanks.
All good.
Thank you.